Hello, today we are going to talk about science and education, about scientists and students, about all that connects with Kazan Federal University. Our university is a whole world that we are going to discover together with me. My name is Olga Danilova. You're welcome. Kazan Federal University has not only rich history, top laboratories and huge educational campuses, it has also unique and ambitious projects. One of them is University for Children. Next story tells about it. The fact that universities are working not only with students but also with pupils is not surprising. Preparatory courses exist in every university. However, pre-university preparation often designed for aged pupils. In this field, Kazan Federal University has gone much further. Pupils studied here from first form. 8 years children studied in classrooms and worked in laboratories. You can be students of University for Children of Kazan Federal University without graduation from school. This project was opened in November 2011 and it immediately became popular not only in Kazan but also in Tatarstan. Today there are more than 1,000 young students. The secret of this success is quite simple.
Actually, it is just the same as school, but we are focused on practical application and on developing practical skills in those kids and trying to establish such type of educational process that would provoke and keep their interest to that subject at a high level.
Another component of success of University for Children is its relevance. To prepare children for life in modern society, this is the aim that combines parents, schools, society, state and university. And for this, we need to tell them that science is not only a difficult field, but also very interesting. University for Children makes it real. It demonstrates the availability of university education for young people from all classes, teaches children to make their own decision about their future, develops an interest in reading. That's why from the beginning this project was supported by Kazan Federal University and by government of the Republic of Tatarstan. Our aim is to prepare you for life in a new environment, prepare for university, meet with teachers and knowledge. University for Children is available to all. 3 30-minute lessons take place here almost every weekend and during school holidays. List of studied disciplines is amazing. Young students have lectures on macrobiology, economics, astronomy, geology and even archaeology. And it's not the whole list. By the way, the themes for lessons are offered not only by teachers, but also by children themselves and even by their parents. Children can vote for interesting lessons and choose themes they are interested in. They are always attentive and active in classroom. Besides, they often travel with excursions on historical sites in Tatarstan, visit museums and even theaters. This year they had visited a real farm. Children were very impressed and had positive emotions of this. It was something incredible and amazing. I have seen cows before only in pictures and don't think that they have such big horns. Besides all this, the young students work in the laboratories of Kazan Federal University and some of them give lectures. This is not surprising because in University for Children they have great teachers, professors, docents and heads of departments. It is very important who is your teacher, who can tell you something interesting, who can demonstrate something unbelievable, who can explain something difficult and who can inspire you to be yourself. It is very difficult to teach not only students but also pupils. But our professors are the best. Even when students are ill, they can watch lectures on vol.7. This channel helps us in every situation. Another one project is Student Television of Kazan Federal University is well known today. Round-the-clock internet channel vol.7 became the basis for dozens of students who want to be journalists, cameramen, news representatives or even directors. In autumn 2013, the dream of many students from Tatarstan, a neighbor region, to get on TV screen became real. On 1st September, Department of Broadcasting and Television Production was opened at the Institute of Mass Communication and Social Sciences of Kazan Federal University. New division can be truly named unique. For the first time in the history of Russian universities, experts in journalism and media sphere will be prepared here.
I should mention the very important of it. Tatarstan and Kazan is the only place in the universe where we can train journalists and other specialists, directors, operators, producers, managers, who can work in TV in Tatar language. This is extremely important point. That's why there is some public expectation, public demand for quality, high quality TV broadcasting in Tatar language.
Another feather of the Department of Broadcasting and Television Production is private practice base. Here it's not necessary to have a diploma or official employment to be journalist or to create your own TV program. Absolutely all students of the new department from the first days work on around-the-clock students' online channel universmo3.ru. Student TV studio of Kazan Federal University is equipped with the latest technologies. On universmo3.ru there are two departments, news and production. Univer News broadcast every day. Here students tell about daily life of the university and students' life. In the production department, they do themed educational programs, entertainment, talk shows and humorous videos. All this is invented and created by students. Recently, third student project, a talk show on the theme of regeneration of human organs, Is This the Way to Immortality or to the Hell?, appeared on TV. Their participants and experts are students. This practice only benefits them. We have a very interesting set of the students this year. It's something incredible. Everyone is unique. All students want to work on TV. Very big advantage to them is possibility to work from the first studying day. We try to give them interesting work and include them into production. They are very impressed that they can make their own news shows or programs. Theoretical knowledge in the Department of Broadcasting and Television Production is on the highest level. Only experts read lectures and give master classes. Sometimes they are invited from abroad. News presenters and correspondents of federal channels, commentators, writers, directors from Russia and abroad visit lessons. So recently students met with Paul Zaltzman, famous Canadian director. He came to Kazan with his documentary The Last White Night. He is agreed that such meetings should become common practice for students. In the nearest future, educational process here will be integrated with production. Due to this, students will receive professional skills and diplomas in the field of journalism and media. At Kazan Federal University, New Year's Week is going to be the most intense of this year. There are dozens of lectures, meetings, visits and pre-holiday events. We will tell you about the most amazing of them.
New Year's Week at Kazan Federal University claims to be the most interesting in the old year. Dozens of meetings, visits, lectures, holidays, events. In this review you will know about the brightest of them. Law faculty of Kazan Federal University celebrated its birthday. Lawyers at Kazan University have been preparing since 1804. During its long history, law faculty has become one of the most prestigious not only in high school but also far beyond its borders. Kazan Mayor Isud Mechin, Prime Minister of the Republic of Tatarstan Ildar Khalikov, Prosecutor Ildus Nafikov and many others got law degree here in Kazan Federal University. In honor of the faculty's birthday, students and teachers prepared a celebratory concert. By the way, the mayor of Kazan, Isur Mechin, every year encourages young people's desire to get science nominal grants. Students, graduate students and students of colleges under the age of 13 years are allowed to participate in the competition. But the main condition is not age, but the practical significance of the projects. This competition is very important for young scholars. They need support to have interest and enthusiasm. After all, science is not easy, not everyone deals with it, and any initiative should be supported. What problems does a disabled person have in the modern world? Kazan students tried to find the answers to this question at the meeting with Kapka Panayotova, head of the movement of people with disabilities in Bulgaria. Kapka is a person with disabilities who since 1995 has been fighting for the rights of people like she is. In Kazan, Kapka Panayotova came to meet with students studying social work profession. The guest spoke to them about the fact that social services play an important role in the lives of people with disabilities. According to Kapka, today the main problem of people with disabilities is not with themselves but with society.
But this is also a problem for society because society pays taxes to the budget, and the budget gives money out to disabled people. So if society gives too much, which doesn't help anyone, then the society loses money. But also, society loses a lot from what disabled people can contribute to society by going to work, by being singers or actors or painters.
The most awaited event for the people of the Republic of Tatarstan in late December should be not the New Year but the Olympic torch relay. December 30, burning symbol 2014 Olympics will arrive in the capital of the university 2013 in a special train. After that, the fire will go into historic centers of the Republic of Tatarstan, the island Sviazhsk and ancient Bulgarians. In the same evening, the torch will back to Kazan. Here in the university village, the largest student campus in Russia, will be a mini relay, and on December 31, Olympic fire will be carried by the major attractions of the capital and of course the university venues. About 370 people will be honored to become a torch bearers. Among them will be many sportsmen, politicians, public figures and rector of Kazan Federal University Ilshat Gafurov, who took the fire of major international competitions in the summer of 2013 during the university. My name is Aliya Ismagilova and this is an interesting kaleidoscope especially for you.
Kazan Federal University is well known today in many countries, for example in Japan. For years, our university has cooperation with Japan's largest research institute, RIKEN. Our next story is about their cooperation, its history and its prospects. Long-term cooperation of one of the oldest universities in Russia with one of the most advanced research centers in Japan began with the visit of Deputy Director of the Institute of Physics of Kazan Federal University, Dmitry Taursky, in the new established Center for Nanotechnology of RIKEN and Low-Temperature Physics Laboratory. At the time, their supervisor was Professor Kona, who had a long scientific contacts with Taursky. Since 2008, the joint program for preparation of postgraduate students under dual Russian-Japanese supervision is realized within the frames of cooperation between Kazan Federal University and RIKEN.
The unique feature of our program is that our students, the PhD students from Kazan University, have possibility to get 2 PhD degrees at the same time. They can pass all procedures here in Kazan, they can go to the PhD from the Kazan University, and accordingly to our agreement with RIKEN, on the basis of the decision of Kazan University, RIKEN automatically decides to award the PhD degree to the student. So it means that students can make the one work, and for this one work they can really get 2 PhD degrees.
An agreement on scientific cooperation between KFU Institute of Physics and RIKEN Advanced Scientists Institute was signed in October 2010, along with the agreement on creation of the joint laboratory based at the Kazan Federal Institute of Physics. On April 28, 2011, Alexander Badrudinov defended thesis in the Kazan Federal University Institute of Physics. He was a postgraduate student of the Kazan Federal University Institute of Physics and RIKEN Institute of Research in Physics and Chemistry. This defense was unique because after it, the young scientist got 2 degrees, the Russian degree of Candidate of Science and an international PhD of the RIKEN Institute. On May 2, 2012, delegation from RIKEN led by its president Ryodzhi Noiri visited Kazan Federal University. During the visit, complex research laboratories were opened. It consists of 3 laboratories of research and synthesis of new materials.
Now we are staying in the laboratory for the new materials, you can see the furnace for the crystal growth facilities. The students can grow up a lot of different crystals. The similar laboratory they can use in RIKEN. Now, for example, it's a very interesting project. Just today our PhD student from Kazan University should come back from RIKEN. He just synthesized new crystals in RIKEN, and at the same time, by online connection, we can synthesize the similar material here in Kazan.
Today we can talk about new step in cooperation between Kazan Federal University and RIKEN. Now joint research in chemistry are conducted. Japanese scientists have shown interest in cooperation with the Institute of Basic Medicine and Biology. So, in November of this year, the director of the Innovation Program of Translational Medicine and Diagnostic of RIKEN, Yoshihide Hayazaki, gave a lecture to the scientists community of Kazan Federal University. He is best-known scientist in biomedical field in Japan. He provided an overview of genomic programs of RIKEN as well as the current status and development of translational medicine in Japan. Considerable attention was paid to the possibility of introducing a number of developments in the medical institution of Kazan. This will be possible according to cooperation between the Institute of Basic Medicine and Biology of Kazan Federal University and RIKEN.
That's all for today. Thank you very much and goodbye.